Hi, my name is William, the founder of LD Journey. This topic continues from the previous video of me growing up with a learning disability for my employment life. If you missed part 1 of this video or want to see other videos of this series, please click on the video description to find the links for the previous videos. At the end of the previous video, I left off at me going to relocate to Nova Scotia. The first thing I do when I move to a new location is to learn what services exist to help for employment and my disability. I did register with employment centers as well as some temp agencies. To summarize this outcome, I was falling into the same patterns when I used to live in Toronto, being between temp jobs, unemployment, and social assistance. During my second year living in Nova Scotia, I have managed to find my first full-time job as a software developer. During the end of the first week, I had a meeting with the manager. He informed me that the role was not working out and he had to let me go. He had issues of me not knowing Photoshop well. This made me upset as I told him up front during the interview before he hired me that I don't know Photoshop well. To make things worse, when I told my job developer from the employment center on what had happened, she told me to give up on my trade and to do something else. I did not let this discourage me. I kept on searching for new work in my trade. One thing I should have done back then is reported this comment the job developer said to me. After getting let go, I had 4 to 5 interviews during the course of 4 months. Since my unemployment was running out and I haven't found a new software development job, I went back doing general labor work. During the second week doing general labor work, I got a phone call from one of the companies I applied for the software development role and found out I got the job. They asked me when I can start and I said tomorrow. This job turned out better for me as I was able to pass the 3-month probation period and knowing Photoshop was not required. During the third year of employment, business was slow and the company had to let me go. It was unfortunate this happened to me. I was eligible for unemployment. While on unemployment, I solely focused on searching for software development jobs. During midway of unemployment, I learned Nova Scotia has a business program just like Ontario. I have decided to enroll. While waiting to find out if I'm accepted in the business program or to receive a phone call that I got a new software development job, I started to do general labor work as my unemployment was going to run out. During the second month of doing general labor work, I found out I was accepted in the business program. This time, I was going to work harder to ensure my business is more successful. Despite how hard I worked this time on my business, the outcome was the same as Toronto of not generating enough revenue by the time the business program has ended. As for searching for employment in my trade, interviews do not go well for me most of the time. One of my greatest weaknesses is soft skills, which is a very important skill to have to increase your odds of getting the job. Soft skills are being effective in communication, good social skills with people, empathy, etc. Regardless how many employment skills workshops I have attended, I still struggle with traditional interviews. What I need is an employer to focus on what I can do rather than being concerned of soft skills. Based on this, I started to ask people that I know if they knew anyone needed a software developer. 3 months later, a person I knew had a position for me as a trial period. The trial period worked out well, and I'm still working for them after 2.5 years. For my life story, you have learned I had several up and down periods. I met many people, had no faith in me, and advised to give up on my dreams and seek something else. However, I didn't let this discourage me. When I analyzed my life, the biggest obstacle made it harder to achieve things in life is not having access to enough connections to lead to employment. This is the next skill set I'm working on to develop to ensure it's easier for me to find employment in the future. Another thing I learned, I should have reported more issues I have faced when services I was using was not treating me well. I'm going to stress this one point out is self-advocating is very important skill to have to survive in this world. Me developing this skill helped ensure things got better for my life. Finding a job is not easy, but if you're willing to work hard and not give up, you'll find that job within time. Sometimes you might need to do work that you don't like to survive until you find your ideal job, just as I demonstrated with these videos. In the rare case scenario, to access more jobs for your In the rare case scenario, you might need to relocate to another area that has access to more jobs for your trade if this option is available. If you're planning to study for a trade and want to work in your local area, research the job market and ensure there's enough jobs before you enroll. To learn about future video releases, please subscribe to the LD Journey channel and follow us on social media by visiting the links which you can find within the video description. Don't forget to like the video if the content interests you and share your comments if you have something to say. I have enjoyed sharing my life story of growing up with a learning disability. Don't let your learning disability prevent you on what you want to achieve in life. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video release.